Sure. So Get Jones is a relatively new company. We started in about 2017, so about 2 years ago now. I joined about a year ago, and we're a startup. So I can tell you that my first day, we had about 2 customers, and then by now we're at over 350. And essentially we do certificate of insurance management software for property management companies, as well as owners of buildings and construction companies. And so as we've kind of ramped up, we have turned into this like super busy, crazy 10 things going on, a million things going on at once organization. So my job as customer success manager is to make sure that everything goes smoothly after the sale is made. And that's kind of where my role kind of takes over. Yeah. So we're growing like crazy here at Jones. Like I said, my first day we had 2 customers, and now we have over 350 and targeted to be at over 1,000 by the end of the year. And right now the volume of work that we have is not sustainable just for our New York office here. And so we really needed a team that we knew was going to be accurate, reliable, and really support us from an outsourced perspective to do integral tasks for our team. And we looked at a variety of different options. We looked at bringing people in New York, we looked at temporary, we looked at a few different agencies, and Fusion was by far the best choice for us. They were willing to kind of do a trial with us so we could see the exact Fusion was willing to do a trial with us so we would be able to see exactly what we were going to get. So we were comfortable by the time that we did move forward and have a contract with them. And since then, we always have feedback calls. We're always improving on our current workflow, and there was really no question about who to use once we did our trial with Fusion. Yeah, the experience has been flawless, I would say. We started with working with 1 virtual assistant, and the experience was so great that we actually just ramped up to 2 for some of the work that we were doing on the back end, and we're actually considering getting rid of another outsourced worker that we're using for customer support, and converting over to Fusion as well, just because of the experience that we've had and how positive it's been. So to tell you a little bit about what we're using Fusion for, it's a little bit more than just like a data entry small task. What Fusion's doing for us is they're reading through leases and extracting insurance information from it. So it's a task where you need, first of all, great reading comprehension. You need to understand the insurance industry and also have a little bit of legal background as well to understand the legalese. And we would send out a test when we were considering different options, and Fusion did by far the best. So for us, our most important, I guess you could say, or key indicator was accuracy. And that was one thing that I made very well known to Fusion. And so they've been great with accuracy ever since I kind of mentioned that as the key indicator. So that definitely exceeded our expectations, because we were expecting to see have a little bit of a learning curve, to be honest, where we know that any task that is new will sometimes have a little bit of time to optimize, and they were such fast learners that we didn't really have that optimization period. They just really took off, and that really exceeded our expectations. I would tell someone that is looking into Fusion that there's no other option. The team that I work with is so responsive, they're accurate, they are fast, they are honestly the best outsourced team that I've ever worked with. And I'm continuing to recommend them both internally and externally. So we want to grow our team within Fusion as well, just because of the incredible experience that we've had. Any advice or suggestions to improve? Right now, we're very happy with the team. Can't think of anything off the top of my mind. The only thing that I will say, which I've kind of mentioned a little bit with the feedback sessions, is if everything's going great, I promise you, like, I'll tell you if something's not going well. I don't necessarily need to have a feedback session every week, which is why I pushed it back to every other week. I do understand that. I'm sure that that's part of your, your business model, having, a touch point with us. But if things are like going great, sometimes they don't need to like jump on the call, if that makes sense.